Welcome to this RMS video about alarm notifications. The RMS system allows you to send out alarms via email, via SMS, via telephone call. If we go to Tools and Setup, directly under the user, we can see that if we want to send out alarms via telephone, we have to update the telephone part of the user in order for that user to receive telephone calls and SMSs. If we look then under the system, right at the bottom of the screen, we can see here what information is to be sent out during a telephone alarm. So during the telephone call, here we can see what information, or you can define what information you want to be communicated to the person receiving the telephone call. So if we now go under notifications, we can see we have user notifications and we have work hour settings at the top. So if I click on work hour settings, I can say that I can define the time of working hours. So Monday to Friday from 8 to 5. I can also choose Saturday and Sunday, but here in Europe, as we don't work Saturday and Sunday, those are not checked. And then I can also add the public holidays. Going into the user notifications again, I can choose the notifications between the various groups and the system. So if I go into the system, and I can see there are two different points, in work hours and outside of work hours, and this is for the errors. So this is for the system errors. I simply click on Add User, I click on James, and here James will receive the errors during the work hours, and outside of work hours, let's say that Mike Brown will receive all the error information, and then we simply choose, do they want an email, an SMS, or a telephone call, and we can simply click on the buttons to define what kind of information they receive. I click on Save, and now James will be informed about the errors during work hours, and Mike Brown will be informed of the errors outside of work hours. I can then click onto a group, so here for Europe, and you can already see I have more options. I have the options to set alarms for, notifications for reminders, for warnings, for alarms, and for errors. So during work hours, the same thing here. I can say that I want to inform James, and I want to inform him about the reminders, the warnings, the alarms, and the errors. I click on OK, and I can say for the reminder a simple email, for the warning a simple email. However, for an alarm, as it may be a critical application, I choose email, SMS, and a telephone call, and for the error, same thing, simply an email. Outside of work hours, I'll add again Mike Brown, and Mike Brown, I can simply say that he will be having the reminders, the warnings, the alarms, and the errors, and I click on OK. And here the same thing, email for the alarms, I want him to receive an SMS and a telephone call as well, and for the errors, an email. I click on Save, and now I have set up all of my notifications that I require within the system. Okay, thank you very much for watching.